Welcome back. I've been working on a little breeding program here for the last 3 weeks, I guess. Today is day 21. I see we have tags here that say that we put them in these containers on the 3rd, and today's the 24th. So it just happens exactly 21 days. Here we go. Here's what we're dealing with. I don't know if you can see those as well there. Anyway, 4 seeds, all the same strain. It's a first generation cross for a couple of things here. What did I breed? I bred a thin leaf Afghani girl with a fast finishing dude from the west coast of Canada. Both exemplary specimens. So now we've got a mix. We got half probably that look like the mother and half that look like the father, and then a whole bunch of little ones in between. I know that's more than 100%. And then some that look like a mixture of each, right? But I don't have a field where I can plant 10,000 and then pick the best ones, so don't get carried away here, all right? We got 4 seeds. That's what we're dealing with. Straight away here, I guess I don't always smoke this stuff. I seldomly smoke it. I vape dry flower, but every once in a while I have to check the ash and the cure on this stuff here. So, this one's a fail. I'll just be honest with you. That's something I forgot about for a while. But what the heck, it's free, I said. Okay, so here we go. We've got these 4 little beauties right here. You can see right away, we got variation. We got short and we got tall. Right? Short and tall. Now, odds are, from experience tells me that the tall ones are likely males. And odds are that the shorter ones are likely females. But we'll just keep that to ourselves for a while, It's just curiosity at this point. But we, straight away, what do we got here? We got one, I saw, this one here. I've already subjected them to drought stress, by the by, right? I had them in 83 degree Fahrenheit weather at 85% humidity. They didn't like it at times, but that's the point, right? This one here had some leaf curl. Something decided that it would grow on it because it was a weak specimen and not very disease resistant. You see what I'm saying? Now, when you get to pick between all 4, what are you going to do? You're going to give that to somebody? I'm afraid not. Bye-bye. We're down to 3. Disease won't work. Now we got, looks like 2 short ones and a tall one. Not that that really means much at this point, but yeah, let's just get rid of that. Next you can see these were all fed exactly the same thing, right? They were all under the same amount of light. I had the light staggered to account for their height. Here, I got this too close. So I arranged them tall to short, and then I put the light on an angle, so they all got the same light. They were all fed the same nutrients in the same soil and the same atmosphere. See what I'm saying? So, this one's got internodal spacing. It's a stretcher, right? See how the sets of leaves are further apart than maybe the shorter one, where they're closer together. They got the same number of leaves, but this one's closer together, this one's taller, right? Over here as well. Indoors, probably don't want them growing real tall. Outdoors, you definitely don't want any disease going on, so we took care of that. Next, it's probably one of these 2 shorter ones. Next, we're going to check out what's going on in the root zone here. We're going to flip one out. See what we've got. All right, so it's just about perfect timing. The roots have reached the outside. All right. And they haven't started wrapping around. They're nice and white. I don't see any problems with that. In you go. Put your tag back here so we don't forget who you are. And then the next one, we'll pop this one out as well. See how you look here. Same thing. I'd say maybe we got a little bit better rooting here. Maybe a little bit better. If we look at those two are the short ones. I don't know if you can really tell, but the one here, number 3, is up to 7 leaflets on the leaf. And the other one's only at 5. So one's ahead of the other one here. Number 3's ahead. On the other one here, let's see, we'll flip this one out. This is the tall, lanky one. It's probably a male. Again, just in time. Nice white roots. Maybe really good rooting on the other side. Yeah. We got some really good rooting going on here. I don't know. I mean, there you go. All right. So we're down to 3. We got rid of the disease. That's not going to happen again. We're going to transplant these things here today into bigger pots, likely. Maybe tomorrow, actually. I got to probably get some worm castings and stuff. And I'll show you what we mix up to put them into. It'll be the same thing as here. That's another thing. I jumped right to feeding these grown-up food. Like, I am not monkeying around. That's why the one had a problem there. You know, like, I'm finding out now, right? Just because I'm not gonna mix one kind of nutrient for the little ones, and then another kind of nutrient for the next bigger ones, and another kind of nutrient. You know, I fell down that rabbit hole many times before, and let me tell you, it ain't worth it. You just started them off, boom! I'm mixing one thing today. That's all I'm doing. I'm not wasting 3 hours. I'm doing 5 minutes. Pay attention, right? The engineering people likes to get really complicated. And it's not hard. You can feed them a different ratio every single week and grind it all up and mix everything to the right NPK that you think is right, and you can spend your whole life in there. Or you can go 1 scoop of this and 2 scoops of that and try that and see how that works, because you know you're close. You know what I'm saying? That's what you learn with experience, because the difference ain't worth the time. All right. We're down to 3. Until next time. All righty. Take it easy. Take care of yourself out there, right? If you don't take care of yourself, no one else will. You're not a plant in a garden. And I've seen enough plants to know that you need taken care of. You got to take care of yourself. Huh? All right.